If you want triceps so goddamn juicy and big that people literally accuse you of taking steroids, then listen up, because this will be the last tricep video that you ever need, because I'm going to go over the 3 best exercises that you can abuse for the rest of your life to absolutely blow up your triceps. Okay, let's get right into it. The largest part of your tricep, the long head, the one that gives you that meaty look, that's trained best with pure elbow extension when your arms are at a fixed position on the side of your body. So whatever exercise you're doing for the long head should be the hardest at 90 degrees of elbow extension. Essentially in the middle of the exercise should be the hardest part. Any push down variation will probably do, but the 2 best exercises are going to be a single arm push down. It's going to look like this. And bonus points if you do it with a cuff. Using a cuff takes your wrist out of the movement. You don't need your wrist when you're training triceps, and so removing the wrist just increases the stability. If you really want to take it to the next level and make sure your arms are staying pinned to your side, you can do something that looks like this. Now, this might turn heads in the gym a little bit, so be cautious with this one. The exercise that is even better than the standing cable pushdown is going to be this. This seated extension is way more stable than a single arm cuff pushdown. With increased stability, you have more motor unit recruitment, and you can send more stimulus to your triceps, helping you grow them even faster. It's important to know that the long head doesn't just perform elbow extension, it also performs shoulder extension. So some pullover variation, the top half of a pullover, is gonna also train your long head. So if you're doing push downs, you can come up at the bottom so that you're working your long head at shoulder extension, or you can just do some sort of pullover, and the top half of the pullover, like a lying dumbbell pullover, will train your long head. You can only slightly bias certain portions of the long head, so push downs are where you're gonna see the most benefit. Now, moving on to the lateral and medial head of the tricep, the part of the tricep that gives you that horseshoe or crab claw look is best trained with elbow extension while your arms are moving. So the absolute best exercise for the lateral and medial head is going to be JM press variations. Now, this could look a lot of different ways. One of my personal favorites is the reverse banded Smith machine JM press. But what I find is even easier than this exercise is actually a JM press on a chest machine, which will look like this. If you drop the seat low, you keep your elbows tucked, it's a JM press, it's easier to set up, you don't have to put weights on and off, and it's just super convenient. It's easy to progressive overload as well. This also slightly works your chest and your shoulders, and who doesn't want a bigger chest and bigger shoulders to go with their massive triceps? Now, if you can't do a JM press, you're gonna wanna do an overhead extension for the lateral and medial head, but these are less stable, and the limiting factor is often another muscle or just your balance. So now you know the best exercises for each head of your tricep so you can finally blow them up. But did you know that unilateral training is a literal cheat code if you want to blow up a certain muscle? By training one side at a time, you're actually increasing motor unit recruitment by a lot, and therefore you're increasing the stimulus to your muscle, which over time will lead to more growth. Okay, so this is great. You're no longer clueless about what you're doing for your triceps, but if you're not programming this correctly in the most efficient and effective way possible, your triceps aren't going to be as big as they could be. You need to be training your triceps with higher frequency. You need to be hitting them every 48 to 72 hours. So every 2 or 3 days, you are going to be training your triceps. If you take the exercises in this video, you hit your triceps 2, preferably 3 times a week, and you do each exercise for 2 very heavy sets in the 6 to 8 rep range, and you do this consistently, you will literally double the size of your arms. You want roid accusations even when your shirt is on because your arms will be a dead giveaway? Well, now you know what to do. And if you have any questions or you need help on anything at all, reach out to me on Instagram. I am here to help you guys. And if you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe, because we're building the best version of you right here, right now.